Shannon, Hurn and Lachie, Neale, joint winners of what will likely be the last Ross Glendinning medal. Despite the controversy in the lead-up to yesterday's Western Derby, the medal winners were met with cheers and applause. If anyone booed, they must have been drowned out. It was a fitting end to a thrilling contest at Optus Stadium on a day when WA football put its best foot forward. The Western Derby exposes the soul of WA, reads a quote on the walls inside the magnificent 60,000-seat venue. If that is true, WA has plenty to be proud of. Aaron Sandilands battles Nick Tanui in the ruck. Picture, Sharon Smith. The game was a study in skill and commitment in 31C heat, a seesawing affair which kept fans on tenterhooks until the final moments. It was an historic fixture, and it started in historic fashion when Josh Kennedy broke West Coast's goal-kicking record. The Eagles fans in the stands mustered an admirable roar as Kennedy's teammates flocked towards him. Even some of the Dockers diehards put their hands together once or twice. But the volume stepped up a notch moments later when Michael Walters answered with a typically skillful goal around his body. Several laps of the stadium throughout the game revealed nothing but passion and banter among the biggest crowd in WA football history. Finn McIntyre, 13, at halftime. The walkways were flooded with purple, blue and gold, but there was no argy-bargy. Even some of the security guards kept one eye fixed on the action. Mr. Lim was at the ground with his mate of 20 years, Fremantle fan Andrew Main. They were resigned to watching the game at home until more tickets popped up online on Saturday night. Leah Shaughnessy, 8 months, and her dad Jason. Picture, Sharon Smith with the contest evenly poised at halftime. The umpires came into their crosshairs. Mr. Lim said Fremantle had been given too many soft free kicks. His mate thought that was a good laugh. Dean Margetts, he's always been pro-Eagles, so we've done well. Mr. Main said, Fremantle did well to survive the umpiring onslaught in the second quarter. McClary with her children Henry and Molly. Picture, Sharon Smith. The 47th Western Derby was an early test of the relationship between West Coast fanatic Toby Sexton and longtime Dockers member Christy Barnes. The young couple have been together for only a month. Before the game, Mr. Sexton admitted he might withdraw into his shell a bit if Fremantle got up. I'm a bit of a sore loser, so we'll see what happens. Mr. Sexton said, I'd probably have a few beers and keep to myself. West Coast members Steve Novak and Tanya Cunningham had to settle for watching the game on the big screen at the Camfield pub. With the stadium rising above the screen barely a Shannon Hurn drop punt away, they were bittersweet seats. Their sons, Dylan, 14, and Thomas, 12, were in the stands supporting the Dockers. They secured tickets for their children, but missed out on tickets for themselves. A band of Eagles supporters celebrate a goal. Picture, Sharon Smith playing devil's advocate. Mr. Novak said if Fremantle won, he hoped the Ross Glendinning medal was awarded to Nick Tanui. Like when Juddy won it. Now that would be interesting, he said. Some Fremantle fans were not fussed about the medal drama, but most wanted the name of a Dockers star attached to it. Matthew Pavlich was the most popular suggestion, ahead of inaugural captain Ben Allen. Paul Kelly, a foundation member of the Eagles cheer squad, said the naming issue should have been sorted out months ago. But his mate of 52 years, Fremantle fan and resident Tom Franquez, said the public did not know when discussions started between the clubs. Both agreed the quality of the contest and the atmosphere had overshadowed any confusion about the medal. Even in the train on the way in, it was all in the right spirit. Mr. Kelly said. Davin Phillips with kids Keeley. Sarah thought for Beaver Lake man Davin Phillips, the father of 9-year-old twins with split football allegiances. As a Dockers supporter, I'm hoping to see the Dockers get up, but the Eagles are looking pretty good. Mr. Phillips said before the game. There's definitely a sibling rivalry there. Seth loves the Eagles and Keeley is Dockers mad. Seth is ready to sing the Eagles song. If they win, he'll just keep singing it.